Welcome to Mariposa Read, Enjoy, and Discover, brought to you by the Mariposa Adult Literacy Program with support from the Mariposa County Library and a grant generously provided by the California Library Literacy Services. This program has received generous support from KRYZ Radio for broadcasting Mariposa Read and Mountain Mrs. Creative Space for the use of their recording studio and editing software. The Adult Literacy Program is available to individuals 18 years of age and older. It is a free and confidential service to help adults reach their literacy goals such as citizenship, high school diploma, and employment opportunities. For more information, contact the Mariposa County Library at 209-966-2140 or email Mariposa Read, that's READ, @gmail.com. How this program works is, you may obtain a digital copy or transcript of the content from the Mariposa County Library's website at www.mariposalibrary.org. Select the Mariposa Read menu option under the Adult Literacy tab. You may also find them on the Mariposa Adult and Family Literacy's Facebook page under the event with the title of the show. If you would like a printed copy, they may be found in front of the Mariposa County's main library from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday on the Adult Literacy cart just right outside the door. Hello and welcome to Mariposa Read, Enjoy, and Discover. We are here on the Thursday before Easter, and this show will replay on Easter Sunday itself. So we thought it would be super fun if we got to read about the history and traditions of Easter. Now, Easter is celebrated all over the world, and you're going to hear about and or read about a lot of the worldly traditions that are very different from what we may be used to here in the United States. The origins of much of the Easter celebration have to do with the Christian churches, and so I just want to make clear that we are taking a very historical and traditional standpoint as we read today, and not in any way expressing any religious beliefs or opinions. These aren't opinions. These are historical facts about the holiday and celebrations of Easter. So if you have your piece ready in front of you, it's a longer read today, so we will only be reading it once with you. And again, you can find the digital copies on the Mariposa Library's website under the Adult Literacy tab, Mariposa Read. We can also find it on our Facebook page, Mariposa Adult and Family Literacy, under the event with the same name as the show. And you can also pick up printed copies at the main library in the Adult Literacy cart, which is right outside the front doors of our library. Okay, so let's get started. Easter history and traditions. Easter is a principal festival of the Christian Church, which celebrates the resurrection of Jesus Christ on the third day after his crucifixion. That's a big word, right? It has also come to be known as a day to celebrate the coming of spring with colored eggs and a basket of goodies hidden by the Easter Bunny. There is disagreement about from where the English word Easter comes. Some believe that it was derived from the early English word for April. Some claim that Pope Gregory the Great had ordered his missionaries to use old religious sites and festivals in order to absorb them into Christian rituals wherever possible. They speculate that the resurrection of Christ was merged with the pagan feast of Ostra. This feast was held on the vernal equinox around March 21st. Ostra is the Anglo-Saxon goddess of spring and fertility. Another theory is that it comes from the Old High German word Eosterum, which is the plural word for dawn. The translated words for Easter in the Latin languages comes from the word Passover. The holiday of Easter is a movable feast, which means that it does not fall on a fixed date on the calendars that we use. It is determined on a lunisolar calendar similar to the Hebrew calendar. Each year, the date upon which Easter falls is computed. The only consistency is that it takes place on a Sunday almost everywhere. There is a major controversy between Eastern and Western Christians as to the actual date of Jesus' resurrection. In Asia Minor, Christians observed the day of the crucifixion on the same day that Jews celebrated the Passover offering. This is called Nisan and is on the 14th day of the first full moon of spring. The resurrection is observed 2 days later, regardless of the day of the week. In the West, the resurrection of Jesus is celebrated on the first day of the week, Sunday. Consequently, Easter was always celebrated on the first Sunday after Nisan. There was later a decree that Easter should be observed on the first Sunday following the first full moon after the spring equinox, which is March 21st. So for now, we celebrate Easter on a Sunday between March 22nd and April 25th each year. There are many world church leaders who continue to debate which day should hold this celebration. there is a proposal for it to always be the Sunday following the second Saturday in April. But after over 100 years of discussions, they have yet to come to an agreement. All Christians have their own special traditions for Easter. In North America, it is traditional to have an Easter sunrise service. It is said that is because Mary Magdalene went to the tomb of Jesus as dawn was breaking. This would support why some believe that the word Easter comes from the German word for dawns. Many traditions include Lent, a 40-day period of fasting and penitence before Easter. The week before Easter is known as Holy Week, with different celebrations throughout the week that coincide with the descriptions of Jesus's happenings the week before his crucifixion according to the Bible. Many churches begin their celebration on Saturday night with an Easter vigil with candles and other symbols of light. In some countries, these services continue through Easter Monday, which many begin in cemeteries. Many Puritans saw the traditional feasts of the established Anglican Church as an abomination because they do not celebrate any festivities that are not specifically written about in the Bible. Some see it as unnecessary, and some deem it sinful. Quakers believe that every day is the Lord's Day, and to make one day more special than another may lead folks to do unchristian acts on other days. Some believe that there are Bible verses that command to remember Jesus' death, not the resurrection. Many groups reject the celebration of Easter because they see it as originating in a pagan spring festival. While Easter is celebrated in most countries of the world, the traditions of how it is celebrated vary greatly. Many of the traditions for Easter have little to do with the Christian celebration of the resurrection, but derive from folk customs. The custom of the Easter lamb comes from the lamb's role as a sacrificial animal in ancient Israel. The large meal we share at Easter is because Lent is ended on Easter with large meals and sweets. A hot cross bun is a spiced, sweet bun made with fruit and a cross on top. The bun's ingredients carry significance to those celebrating Lent, and there is much lore surrounding hot cross buns. Many cultures consider springtime or Easter a time of new beginnings and redemption, and it is tradition to start with a new set of clothing, to include a new hat or bonnet. The tradition grew into women decorating an old hat or getting a brand new one to wear to Easter services. Oftentimes, there would be a parade after the service to show off these elaborately decorated hats. While the tradition of an Easter bonnet has fallen away, and now little girls may wear a white brimmed hat, many cities in the United States still hold Easter parades. What about the Easter egg? In ancient times, the church prohibited the eating of eggs during Holy Week, but the chickens continued to lay them. Those eggs began to be called Holy Week eggs, and some started to decorate them to celebrate. They also needed to be eaten quickly so that they didn't spoil. Hard boiling was another way to preserve the surplus of eggs. The egg itself symbolizes new life emerging from its shell. As many see the resurrection of Jesus as new life, it became another way to use eggs as part of the celebration. There are other legendary stories about Mary Magdalene, and eggs that suggest more reasons they became part of this celebration. Many cultures paint their eggs red to symbolize the blood that Jesus shed on the cross. Other cultures boil them wrapped in onion skins so that they look like mottled gold. In many Slavic countries, they use pisanka, which is a batik-like decorating process that produces intricate and brilliantly colored eggs. The Scandinavian tradition is to wrap eggs in flowers or leaves to leave a pattern. A Latin American tradition uses emptied and dried chicken eggs called cascarones. The eggs are stuffed with confetti and sealed with a piece of tissue paper. The eggs are hidden, and when found, adults and children break them over each other's heads. Drawing on eggs with a crayon before dyeing comes from an ancient tradition of writing names or dates on eggs with a candle before staining them. Modern customs substitute decorated chocolate or plastic eggs filled with candies. An egg hunt is where these eggs are hidden for children to find. The rabbit or hare have long traditionally stood for fertility. The Easter bunny originated in Germany, where an egg-laying hare named Osterhase would lay colorful eggs as gifts to well-behaved children. Before they went to sleep, the children would create nests or put out baskets for the hare to fill. Interestingly, some countries celebrate using foxes, chickens, cranes, or storks. In Australia, the rabbit is considered a non-native pest that has over-reproduced and consumed too many native plants. They have recently opted to name the Easter bilby as the alternative animal for this celebration. In the United States, the Easter bunny appears to be an Arctic hare with very tall ears and a white coat. Occasionally, you will see the Easter bunny with clothing such as vests and bow ties. The traditions that people use to celebrate the Easter season also include egg roll races, egg roll competitions, egg dances, egg tapping or hitting eggs against each other to see which breaks first, egg bowling games, and pace egger plays and processions. In Finland, they have Easter witches, and children go door to door and get treats, much like Halloween is celebrated in the United States. In Greece, they hold their red eggs and crack them together while they give each other Easter greetings. Whatever your reasons, customs, and family traditions, we here at Mariposa Read hope that your Easter is full of joy and fun. Happy Easter. All right, well done. Did you keep up and reading along? That had some big words in it, didn't it? But it was interesting history, I think, of the traditions and the way that celebrating them all came about. And not just here in the United States or here in Mariposa, but all over the world. We here at Mariposa Read do hope that you have a wonderful Easter filled with joy and love. We would like to thank KRYZ Radio for hosting this show for Mariposa Read and the Adult and Family Literacy Program. We'd like to thank the Mariposa Library for supporting the Adult and Family Literacy Program. We also thank Mountain Misses and their creative space for allowing us the use of their recording equipment and editing software. And we thank you especially for joining us and supporting this program. This program airs every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. and the shows are replayed on Sundays at 2:30 p.m. So you'll be able to listen to the show again on Sunday if you choose to. Mariposa Read is also going to get a really fabulous opportunity at the Mariposa Butterfly Festival. KRYZ Radio is airing live during the Butterfly Festival from 1:15 to 2 o'clock p.m. And Mariposa Read, Enjoy, and Discover has been invited to do a small presentation for about 10 minutes during that broadcast. So we're going to be talking a little bit about what the program is, and we'll be telling community members some ways that they can get involved in Mariposa Read, either by doing writing or reading for the program. That would be great. So if you would like some more information or are interested in that program, be sure to tune into KRYZ Radio on Saturday, April 23rd at 1:15 p.m. The Adult Literacy Program is available to individuals 18 years of age and older. It is a free and confidential service to help adults reach their literacy goals, such as citizenship, high school diploma, and employment opportunities. For more information, please contact the Mariposa County Library at 209-966-2140 or email mariposaread, that's READ, at gmail.com. We hope you've enjoyed this program and we hope you'll join us again. Thank you so much.